buckaroos. It's gonna be rough. There's gonna be pain and sadness. Holy shit, you are fast as fuck. Okay. Ouch. Okay. What? I couldn't roll. What the fuck? There's no chance to heal. Okay, that's really fucking bad. Well, I did really fucking bad, because I'm rolling all her moves wrong. I'm not getting the timing right. Okay, that's not a very good first attempt. This boss might take me a little while. That's not even phase 2. I'm pretty disappointed with that. Alright, whatever. Every time I would heal, she would just fucking smack me and fuck me up, so that's kinda stupid. IMO. That's kinda dumb. Whatever, though. God damn it. Fuck. That's the problem with this boss. That's not fair. That's really bad design. She hits you once and she staggers you and you can't move. You can't roll, you can't heal, you can't do anything. She just staggers you and you're fucked. That's bad. That's not very good. That's not very good. Honestly, that's really stupid. That's not very good. You get hit once, and she can basically just follow up with another attack that you literally cannot roll, no matter how hard you try to roll it. It's bad. That's really stupid. I rolled. Fuck. Shit. Yes! Fuck yeah! Fuck that boss. Cunt. Easy. Woo! God damn. Alright, my problem with that boss is she hits you once and you're staggered, and then she just flies at you again and hits you again, and you're fucked. Once again, there's no period of healing, just like Gilded Hunter. That's basically what that is. It's Gilded Hunter with some ranged attacks. That's basically what that boss is. Whatever. Alright, we got it. What was that, like 2 or 3 deaths and 1 victory? I'll take it. That's pretty good.
Please, make it quick.
So that boss doesn't have a lot of defense, but it's really aggressive and it hurts really bad. That's basically the trade-off right there. That's not terrible. I'm pretty happy with that. I straight up went for the victory there. I really did. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna risk it. I straight up went for the fucking gold. I went for the gold on that one. There's no way I would have been able to heal Traitor. There was no way. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna tank it, and hopefully I beat it. Hard boss, though. Damn, that was fucking tough. Yeah, but that's my problem. Like, if there's a boss or an enemy that's literally gonna hit stagger you in one hit, because hit stagger seems to be like how much damage you take all at once, or over a course of time, so like, if the boss hits you with 1,500 damage and you just instantly get staggered and then it can just hit you again immediately with like pure aggression, that's kind of shit. Same thing with Gilded Hunter. He hits you once and then you're just stunned and you're fucked. And then he just rapes you and you die. That's pretty much all it is. Not sure if you're getting lucky or if it's on easy mode, J. Coney. Maybe I'm actually somewhat decent at the game. Maybe I'm adapting, maybe I'm like learning really quickly, maybe like I realized that I was dodging the attacks way too soon because I didn't know what the attacks were, and I studied them and I learned to dodge them a little bit better. Well, seeing as how I'm fighting the bosses solo and I've never seen the boss before and I beat it in 4 tries, I don't think I'm exactly struggling, my dude. I said what I dislike about that boss, other than that it's fine. If it didn't hit stagger you and then fly at you with a move you literally can't avoid, it'd be a fine boss. But, like, if you get hit right there, like, okay, if you misrolled the timing for the, projectiles, if the projectiles hit you, you just instantly get hit by the next follow-up, and you can't do anything about it, and it's really, really, really garbage. It's pretty bad. Just as I thought. A tempered will has the... It's not a bad boss, but that's a bad design. It should not get to, like, instantly follow up with another super beefy attack that hurts you really fucking terribly. That's really stupid. Yeah, but J. Coney, I've one-shot a lot of the bosses so far. I didn't die to the stripper bitch, I didn't die to Oliver, I didn't die to Despot. I died to the flower bitch twice. I one-shot Queen's Knight. Successor of the Breath I beat in 2 tries. Gilded Hunter, I think I beat, like, on my 5th attempt. I've heard a lot of professional Dark Souls players are getting rocked a hell of a lot harder than I have so far, so... I honestly can't relate to what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I'm willing to admit when I'm, like, bad, and I know I'm bad, or, like, when I fuck up, and I'll be like, oh, I rolled that wrong, or... yeah, okay, I was stupid there, or I was greedy there, or whatever. Like, if the cat bitch would have killed me because I was going ham on her, I would have been like, okay, I deserved it. I was just going ham on her, but... yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't, you know... I didn't... like, I earned that, but at the same time, I really didn't earn that. Because at the last part of her health bar, I just basically went full-on tank mode. And I was just hoping she wouldn't do enough damage or knockback to be able to kill me. Same thing I had to do with Gilded Hunter, but Gilded Hunter's second phase is just absolute unfair horseshit. I don't mind how fast he is or how much damage he does. I mind that his AoE, basically, like, you get no chance to heal on him, and that's why he's bad.
No way, really,
like, he's bad for that reason. God damn, Yakumo, you have a good taste in girls. Holy shit.
That's so wonderful.
Best girl so far. I could do without the crocodile baby bitch tears, but...
so long to get here, but... well.
Not sure if you're getting lucky or if it's on easy mode. What qualifies as easy mode, J. Coney?
It was my decision.
Dark Souls is slower, no shit, but some of them have done these bosses no hit. Oh yeah, I'm sure they have. You know, if I wanted to invest like 30 or 40 hours into my life of learning a boss, you know, I could no hit too. I don't care.
Come on, Yakumo.
It doesn't concern me.
Like you because you're always
I don't feel like getting no hit is decisive of skill. I don't think that's a deciding factor.
So pull yourself together already.
Easy mode, as in the easy setting? No, I'm not on easy.
What did I just say?
I didn't see any option for normal, hard, or easy, so...
You're still as fierce as ever, aren't you?
You don't seem very good at this game, so I'm wondering. Okay, J. Coney, that's fine.
I really am glad, though. I didn't think I would ever...
I don't think I'm very good at this game either, man. I honestly don't. This game doesn't have an easy setting unless something was changed. Yeah, listen to my buddy Lethal. What's going on, man? Good to see you, Lethal. How was Mezuki? Did Mezuki treat you well? I don't know if you were here, Lethal, but we beat the Fire Cat. We did it on the 4th try, I want to say. And, yeah, that boss kicked my ass a little bit. I'm reluctant to admit. He keeps carrying rice in his pants! Crazy. Not too much. Which boss is Mizuki? I just killed everything with the health bar. The giant horse with the, giant greatsword. Saw thing. God damn, man. Yeah, watching you fight, that dude with the teleporty grab looked like nonsense, honestly. Those fucking hitboxes are some of the worst shit I've ever seen. That was pretty awful. Pretty memey, though. That was pretty fun.
I'm satisfied. Because, you know...
What, your huge tits? That's why you're satisfied? Oh, she's super dead.
Wait.
So, Yakumo...
Oh yeah, that's right. Whenever I kill a successor, they die.
Do for me.
Whoops. He's not very hard, but that level sucks as a design. It is required waves of enemies every attempt. Nah, Jaconi, I don't think it's luck, man. I really don't. Some of the bosses, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to agree with you. Some of the bosses, like this one, I just get lucky on. And then some of the other bosses, I feel like I do really fucking well. Yeah, give her a big friendly hug. Nothing screams, you know, close relationship with best friends like a hug, right? Boss looked relatively easy, but quick attacks, to be honest. Or are you talking about Mezuki, Jaconi? Did you check out the Neo 2 boss? Honestly, I didn't want to check out any of the demos, but I just couldn't resist, man. I don't want to wait 2 weeks for Neo 2. I really don't. I want it to come out now. Yeah, but Jaconi, I don't disagree with you, man. I'm really bad at this game. Sometimes I get lucky, and other times I'm super good. It's a hit or miss, really. I have not struggled too much. Jaconi, if you want to know my boss attempts, I have them written down. So let me read them off to you. Oliver was 0. I died 2 times on Butterfly. Executioner was 0. Despot was 0. Berserker was like 5. But granted, on the Berserker, the first 3 or 4 attempts I had on him, I was using the base heal. The very first heal you get, unupgraded. So that was my Berserker fight. Queen's Knight, I had 0. Ribcage memed me a few times and killed me like 5 times with some stupid retard AoE bullshit. And some insta-kills. Breath, I died to 1 time, nearly killed it. Gilded Hunter, I died 4 times, beat him on my 5th try. And then, this is the boss right after Gilded Hunter.
What?
Yeah, so honestly, I don't think I'm doing too bad, comparatively. Lethal's one of the people who told me I should play without the NPC. And, I feel like he told me that, not to dictate how I should play the game, but because he knows I've played Souls before. And, I've done them solo, up to New Game 7, and he knows I'm up to the challenge. And he just wanted me to get, like, a kind of experience that I'd prefer based on my playing preference, so... I'm really glad that you recommended I play without the NPCs, Lethal. I actually do enjoy, like, not getting immediate success. Like, I like when I don't do that good on a boss my first time, because that's basically how I dictate, like, whether I'm gonna beat the boss very quickly, or if it's gonna take me a little while. Is how good I do on my first attempt or two. So I'm actually surprised, like, I'm gonna say in full honesty, I'm really surprised I beat that cat boss as quick as I did. I'm very surprised. I'm very fucking surprised. I think it depends on how you want to enjoy the game. If you want to enjoy the game for story, take an NPC, and you don't care about the difficulty, take an NPC. But if you're somebody who appreciates the difficulty, definitely play it solo. I don't think it's crushingly, brutally hard so far. At all. But it's good. Like...
Good to be back.
There's a good degree of difficulty. It's fair. It's okay, you look awesome. You're a bitch, but you're cool.
That's all that matters to me.
So I'm guessing every successor is a character that relates to another character. So I'm guessing the next successor, I'm guessing, is going to be the girl Davis has been looking for, I'm assuming.
You won't laugh?
So...
Why would I?
I've always loved your onigiri. I can't get enough.
Yakumo, fuck the giant robot cat, dude. Nobody would blame you. I'm not gonna call you a furry, man. Go for it.
Because for you,
You've earned it, dude. He's been a bro. He's been an absolute bro throughout the whole game.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, but what pisses me off about this boss, honestly, the only thing I can honestly say I hate about the boss is when you get hit with that projectile and you get staggered, you can't dodge when she flies at you. You can't block, you can't roll, you can't do anything about it, and that's fucking bad. That's fucking horseshit. It's so bad. If you just happen to slightly mistime the fucking projectile, you're fucked. It's kinda dumb. It's kinda... I don't want to say it's gimmicky, because it's not gimmicky, but it is a bad follow-up. It's not very fair.
You're already carrying a lot on your shoulders.
Alright.
Let's carry it together, okay?
Woo! God, I'm glad that bitch is dead. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm not doing too bad so far.
Well,
because Lethal was telling me that,
come on.
Donnie Wrecked was taking quite a while on some of the bosses, I think, so...
I swear.
By comparison, I don't think I'm doing too bad. Not that I'm gauging my playing ability based on, like, other people, but, I mean, just, like, I can't help but notice certain comparisons. Maybe he uses a different weapon or he uses a different playstyle, I have no idea. Is this Mito, or whatever his fucking name is? Who the fuck is this dick? Mito? It is Mito, isn't it?
That was such a moving scene.
Had a feeling it would be. Why does he look like a fucking Mortal Kombat character, bro? He looks like he stepped right out of the MK universe into this game. He finished super low level though. I was impressed with his progress. He rolled credits at like level 80. Because he did no depths on the way? Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I like exploring the depths. I like seeing the interesting mini-bosses they throw in there. Even though they're just mob gank whatevers. And then, being able to refight the bosses in practice is really cool. Who the fuck is this dick? Or are these more orphans? Oh, I see you got yourself a crew. This is like the Shredder of this game, huh? Rolled credits around 107, that felt a bit OP, but not too bad. I really don't think levels determine as much as you think they do, man. Honestly, I gotta say, based upon my personal experience, it really does not change all that much. It really doesn't. It may enable you to use more buffs, but as you saw with my fight with the cat right there, I literally used 2 whole buffs. That's what I've been doing throughout the whole game. Yeah, well, okay, if your logic is that they make a huge difference because they allow you to do more with the buffs, and I'm still only using 2 buffs, then I'm not getting the benefit from all the levels, am I? You get one-shotted by way more shit lower leveled? I don't think so. I think you were using a different set of gear than I was. And that's why you were getting one-shotted.
What are you talking about?
I think the blood code you use and the gear you use dictates a lot more than the levels do. You did the game level 1. Well, if you did the game level 1, then... you can't really say levels make a huge difference when you did the game at level 1. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you're gauging somebody who levels as a casual player compared to your experience level 1. That doesn't really make any sense. Like, if you were to weigh that on a set of scales, that's not really a proper, you know, comparison, I don't think.
I installed a prototype in that lovely throat of hers.
Oh. You installed what in her throat now?
But then, that means she was already...
A successor?
Damn you!
Oh.
I imagine that she'll frenzy before long, and a frenzy...
Who the fuck is Gregorio?
Compelled to seek Gregorio.
I don't know who that is. I've heard the name before, but I don't know what he represents or what his place in the story is. Get him, Jack. Come on, man. Even with the tanky gear you get one-shotted pretty easy when you're like level 75 to 80 near endgame. This fucker you're talking to hits hard. Who, Mito? This dude? Do I get to fight Mito? I didn't know that. Okay. They did nerf some damage output though, so one-shots aren't as bad now. Dude, I've played through Neo. I've had my fair share of one-shots. I fucking hate one-shots in video games. They're fucking retarded.
Get back here, you
I really don't feel like one-shot should be in video games unless it's a gimmicky thing, or if it's a scripted thing, or if it's a very telegraphed attack that's very hard to get hit by. That's my stance on one-shots. Other than that, I really don't appreciate them. I think they're bullshit, gimmicky horse crap. Alright, have fun, Jack. Get going, bucko. You got a waifu to save. Alright, man, with the cat boss dead, lava cat boss. I knew it'd be a fire-based boss. Skathach, okay. Kodomer Emily Sue. Well balanced for both gifts and physical attacks. Specializes in fire-based gifts. Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice. Okay, yeah, honestly, this cat boss... I'm not gonna lie, this cat boss is kinda sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking... Sexy cat boss. Fucking neat. Let's pick this up, even though it's nothing, because... If I go into a boss arena and I have experience in it, I don't feel right picking up my experience if I die to the boss. I really don't. Like, I would have felt fine picking this up because I earned it. Like, I beat the boss. But if I come in here with the experience that I have, I feel like I'm well gratified to lose it. Like, I don't mind losing it. That kind of thing. They had a lot of one-shots at launch, like the cat you fought recently. If you were, like, sub-level 80 with tanky armor, you could get one-shot and two-shot. Unless you had fire resist buffs going. I think the improvements have been great, though. The game is a lot more balanced and polished now. Yeah, in certain places. But, Lethal, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, I'm using Health Boost, which is part of my health, right? I'm using Two-Handed Sword Mastery. I just got this. I literally just got this. I've only been using this throughout this area. And, let me tell you something. When you put this on and you fight those blue fire dudes, you get a lot of haze. You get like 80 grand from killing one of those dudes, but they're really rough, but they're worth it. The stamina boost I'm using. So I'm using Atlas, and here you can see the stats that it gives me. Like, if I were to compare it to another blood code, for example, you see how I lose 229 health, or here I lose 364, or here I lose 479, or 364, 496, whatever, 689. Like, if I were to use one of these different blood codes, I would have way less health. Right? But, like, basically, I just recently got Blood Weapon, and I've been using Adrenaline throughout the entire game. These buffs I don't even fucking use at all. And if you go rewind my my fight with the cat bitch, you didn't see me use a single one of these. I basically just use this, and I use this, and I use Triple Annihilator, basically, like, whenever I get the opportunity to do it. Blizzard absolutely get this game. If you've played a lot of Dark Souls, if you appreciate the way Souls goes about its formula with area navigation, and you want kind of a cohesive, fulfilling story that isn't as cryptic as Souls is, and you want a challenge, and you want some good boss fights, and you want some interesting areas, yeah, definitely pick this game up. It's super worth it. I can't speak for the DLC for it, but I've heard good things from my man Lethal here, so... I basically just fought this boss. We just beat this bitch. And it honestly didn't go too bad. But yeah, it's a very polished game. Honestly, my only criticisms of it so far, there is some very repetitive music. There is a little bit of fucky hit detection. Sometimes when you block and then you want to roll, you don't get an immediate response. Sometimes where it's very crucial to roll in that moment. And that can be kind of annoying when you feel it for yourself. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Some of the hitboxes on backstabs are a little bit janky and could use a little bit of polish and a little bit of work. Sometimes when you want to run, it doesn't take the input immediately, so sometimes you walk a little bit before you start running. That's kind of fucking annoying. But other than that, it's a very good game. I feel like it's very polished, it's very well balanced, it offers a very good experience. It's a challenge. If you decide to go without the NPCs, it's a pretty damn good challenge. If you go with an NPC, you can pretty much blow through the areas with no worry, no management of heals or anything like that. And, with an NPC, you'll basically beat the bosses almost first try every time. I don't think I'm exactly super good at this game. I think I'm a little bit above the average player, but I don't think I'm godly at this game by any means. And, I've progressed decently well with very, very minimal roadblocks. I haven't died to a boss more than 5 times under any circumstance so far, so. I've heard the final boss is quite fucking hard, though. I've heard the final boss is pretty fucking difficult. So, we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna head off for today. There should be a missile here now, I think. Let me run back to my missile, and then I'll head off for tonight. I'll send you guys off to somebody wonderful that you can watch. Oh, nice. There we go. Alright, we got a vestige. Sweet. Our NPC is gone. So no huge balloons. That kind of sucks. Yeah, GG on the boss. Thank you, man. I feel like I said, I feel like I didn't really deserve the victory on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I didn't really deserve the victory, but I just kind of tanked the last part of the health bar, because it was basically do or die. Quite literally, so. I feel like that's decent progress. A lot of my area navigation took a very long time to get through, but alright. If you don't go for blood codes, then you would be very over-leveled, IMO. If you don't go for blood codes. I honestly don't think the levels make a difference. Like, I really fucking don't. Because if you look at the abilities I've unlocked, look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep in mind, some of these are from RV masteries and shit like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's some ones that you start out with. This one I think you start out with. And I think adrenaline you start out with. So I've unlocked maybe 8 or 9 abilities. So I've spent the rest of my haze into levels. So that basically just, like, depending on player preference, you just spec into whatever the fuck you want to go for. So because I'm using Atlas, the trade-off is I get very, very, very high health. And my damage is good, but I have very low ichor count. And I don't use the consumable ichors, these ichor concentrates. I don't use these. Because I feel like, okay, this is my stance on this. If they have the blood codes set up with certain restrictions or limitations, I don't want to break what the game intended. Like, of course they give you items to use, but I feel like I'd be overbearing, like, the allotment of the blood code if I were to use consumables to abuse the system, right? So it's like, for example, like, say you play Neo and you have a certain amount of spells you can use, and then use an item that restores your spells so you can use more. I don't feel comfortable playing like that, so just based upon my preference, I don't use a lot of ichor, and I haven't switched my blood code, and what I've been using is sufficient so far. So I'm pretty happy with it, so, I mean, if you think I'm over-leveled, that's cool, or whatever, but I honestly don't think getting, like, 10 points of health, 15 points of health, and getting 3 or 4 damage per level at max is really that much of a decisive factor. I really don't think it determines that much. I feel like what modifications and what weapon you're using, and how much damage your weapon does, and what your preferred playstyle is, and what abilities and passive you're using, and what your gear is, and what your blood code is, determines way more than what levels do, in my opinion, honestly. Having played it myself and experienced it myself, I can't bring myself to agree. I just can't. But if you want to think I'm over-leveled, that's cool. I'm totally okay with it. You can think whatever you want. I'm just glad I'm enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. I'm digging it so far. I haven't gotten really pissed off at this game to the point where I fucking hate it yet. So I feel like it's very good so far. Let me send you guys off to somebody, so I can quit rambling. Let's see who's on. See, Poofer, I don't think I've hosted yet. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna host my buddy Poofer. There's some hard bosses coming? Yeah, man. Some easy also, but some hard? Yeah, I hope so, man. I haven't hit any brick walls in this yet. So I hope to get some really, really tough bosses. Let me send you guys off to Poofer Llama, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good evening, and thank you guys for coming by. Sorry I went the whole first portion of the stream without Mike because I'm a retard. My fault. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. See you later. Have a good afternoon.